Thank you for watching the Solid Sports video blog. This is part 2 of episode 249. Today's date, October 7th, 2023. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry about the interruption. I had to take care of some business. But I ran my errand and came back. So I was able to break down episode 249 into 2 parts. So the first part, we talked about the MLB playoffs. And we touched on some NBA stuff, particularly the Eastern Conference, and James Harden. So check out part 1, which both of these videos will be put back to back. So definitely check it out. But now I'm kind of glad, because now, you know, sometimes I like to just talk about just the NFL, because I could go on long rants, and you know, I'm time constricted to an hour, so at least we don't have to pretty much worry about that. So we're gonna get into NFL Week 5. I got my big 5 games here. Check out my power rankings. You can check it out either on my community wall here on YouTube, or any of my social media platforms. Well, not any of them, but Facebook and Instagram is there. I don't use TikTok. My TikTok's there, but I don't use TikTok that often, pretty much at all. And my Twitter either. Well, X now. I don't use those two as much as I use Instagram. Instagram is probably, out of all those, I like Instagram the best. It's just, you know, to me it's just, I just feel for that better. But anyway, let's get into the NFL. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, once again, thank you guys for the birthday love. I appreciate it so much. I turned 40 yesterday. Bittersweet, but you know, just thankful to be here. Thankful to be here with you guys. The channel been getting a lot of traction lately, so I thank you guys. We'll talk about all that at the end, but let's go to get into NFL Week 5, because there's some big games this week. So we're going to get into it. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I got the schedule right here, but let's look back on Thursday night. Thursday night game was, like I said, had some interest. People was wondering, will the Bears finally win their first game, and they did. Pretty much dominating the Commanders. Commanders made a late push in the second half, but that's how most NFL games is. Of course, the team that's getting dominated, they make a little push, but then the Bears. I mean, if you really want to nitpick, you know, and I like Justin Fields. I think he's going to get better, but his police rate was only what, 52%, something like that. And most of his passes was to DJ Moore, but DJ Moore did his thing. 213, 3 touchdowns, I think 7-8 catches. I think Fields only completed like 14 out of 26 or something like that. No, I had the stat, but I can actually look at the stats right here. Instead of just guessing, I can look at them right now. But yeah, the Bears needed this win. Like, I knew they was going to play whatever their best was. They was going to give it. All the scrutiny in the media, everything else that was going on, you knew they was going to come up with their best. So I was close, 15-29 for Fields. So that's like 52% just off the top of my head. Moore had 8 catches, 230, and 3 touchdowns. So I was in the ballpark. But yeah, I knew they was going to play their best. Now Washington, like I said, they have the talent. The front four was that front line was getting to Fields, but Fields for the most part at crucial times made big passes, so I give him credit for that. Instead of that, took his lumps. Sam Howell, same, you know, Bears defense. The Bears defense would impress me the most. Like, they really came to play. And the 40-20 was the score. Yeah, that Bears defense really turned things around as well. It really won this game for the Bears. So they get off that winless 9. So the only winless team now in the NFL is the Carolina Panthers. We only got 2 undefeated. So that's Philadelphia and the San Francisco 49ers. So, but for the Commanders, look at it on that side of it. Just a disappointing loss. Like, the way the NFC is sort of wide open this year, they could potentially be a wild card team. They just made the wild card a few years ago, so it's possible. But this loss hurts them because let's see. Let's look at their schedule. I think they play. I think the next 2 games is not that bad, maybe winnable. But after that, their schedule gets really, really difficult. Not alone, let alone the division games that they have. Yeah, they get Atlanta next. And the Falcons, like I said, very improved team this year. The Giants, I mean, the Giants look worse than them, so you can say maybe that's a possible win. Then they get Philly again at home, and they play Philly tough. Patriots, like I said, sort of, you just, you don't know what team you're gonna get from that. Seattle's a tough game, then the Giants again, then Dallas, Miami, that's where they start getting tough. Rams, yeah, Niners, yeah, so, I mean, this loss hurts because every game counts, but maybe they could turn it around, but I just don't think they're gonna get enough wins to get in. So I think that Bears loss really hurts them as far as if you look at playoffs. I think that, like I even said after the game, I don't think it's the nail in the coffin, but somebody got the hammer. Somebody got the hammer ready to put that final nail in. Like this, you up to the top of the head. You still got a little crack, but somebody could put that final nail in the coffin, like another loss or two. And I don't think the Commanders will be able to get out of it. So, got a chance to turn things around, get their feet back under it. But this was a bad loss for sure. All right, let's look at the rest of week 8. Week 5. Dang, I got 8 on my mind. The rest of week 8. Because tomorrow's the 8th. I'm sorry, y'all. Tomorrow's the 8th. So that's why I'm saying let's look at week 8. But tomorrow's October 8th. But let's look at week 5, the rest of the games coming up. Let me see. Let me look at my sheet. Yeah, I gotta get my sheet because I got my big 5 games here. It was hard. I mean, it's some big games, but it was hard to find 5 crucial games, So that was tough. But let's look at the schedule here. I got it pulled up here. We got a London game in the morning. Jags at Bills. Jags just was there last week. The Jags are just used to playing there, so that's why, they give their best games there. The other teams, I think some teams that only go there a couple of years, or every once in a while, it's like, or if you've never been there. I think that's what happened to my Ravens. Go there again this year. I think next week. I think either next week or the week after they go. And the one time they went, they played the Jags, and the Jags destroyed them. I think, honestly, me, I guess I'm putting myself in this category. I've never been to London, so if I go to London, I'm gonna go see the Big Ben and look at all the sights, meet the people, and all that stuff. So I think you go there thinking more of like a tourist trip, and then maybe you practice, maybe you don't practice just as as hard. You sort of relaxed. It's sort of like a vacation, in my opinion. Players can, somebody could say you wrong. It's just, the better team won and all that, which, I'm not gonna argue with that. I never played in the NFL, but I know if I go over to London right now, I'm gonna look to try to relax and find, the tourist sites and maybe the women, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what happened to the Ravens that one year. It was a couple years ago. I don't want to say a couple years ago. It was probably like at least 7-8 years ago. But we go again this year, but we don't play the Jags, so I think that's a better shot for us to win the game. But Bills, they're coming off all this, all right, but the media's on the Bills again. You kind of just want the Bills to win. I kind of understand it. What they went through in the 90s, the 4 straight Super Bowl losses, was just to say that today or any time, it's unbelievable. It's still unbelievable. Now it's looking more as an accomplishment now, though, which I would look at it more as an accomplishment than a failure. Even though, yeah, you lost. To get back, just imagine the NFL season, 16, 17, 18 weeks, 20 weeks, if you count the preseason. Grinding, practicing hard, 2 a days, especially back at that time. Imagine how hard practice was back at that time. The game was more physical back then. And to get that far and lose, usually, like I said, even look at today, like usually the Super Bowl loser, like they barely make the playoffs, if they make it at all. Like it's like a down, like it's like a 2-year shot, it's a shock to your system, not to use that pun too much, but yeah, like it drains you. Like you put so much into it, so the next year it's either sink or swim. Either you're gonna take that full and enhance it and play harder, because your schedule's hard. You still get a hard schedule because you made it that far, things of that nature. So it takes a lot. So most teams that lose the Super Bowl, they usually either don't make the playoffs or at least don't have a good year, a year that you had before. So yeah, so to look at it in that perspective, like the Bills, what they done back then, they lost all 4 of them, but to get there that many times, no team has never done that like this, to get the 4 straight. Sort of like LeBron James, even though LeBron James won 4 titles, but he lost 6, but he went to 10 straight NBA finals. Like that's just unheard of in this modern time. So it's somewhat of a accomplishment as well, that it just shows that you're a competitor, it shows that you're a competitor, so but not to get off too out of topic. This game, it is on my big 5, so spending some time on it ain't that bad. But Bills 5.5 favorite. They coming on a high. They lost their first game, but been on a tear ever since. Josh Allen looked like MVP. But this is a game they better watch out for. Jags haven't played their best. They 2-2. But we'll see. We'll see how this game goes. I still like the Bills to win this game, but I think it's going to be close. I think this might have been a shootout. I think this might have been a shootout, but I think the Bills, at least right now, is just on just on a better page than the Jags. So I see the Bills winning this game. 2 straight 5, big 5 games. Ravens at the Steelers. This is always going to make my big 5. This is to me still the best, as of right now, the best rivalry in the NFL. Some of the faces have changed. No more Big Ben, no more Ray Lewis, which made this rivalry, Terrell Suggs on the Ravens side, Troy Polamalu, Ryan Clark. A lot of these players I'm naming, they're not even in the fold anymore. The new faces: Lamar Jackson for the Ravens, Kenny Pickett for the Steelers, which I think they announced he's going to start tomorrow. TJ Watt, like I said, to me, best defensive player in the league, at least one of the best for sure. But this game, no matter what the faces are, no matter what the records are, no matter what is going on, these two teams just leave it all on the field. Shout out to my brother James. Talked to him yesterday. He gave me a birthday shout out yesterday. Thank you for that, brother. We gonna probably talk a lot tomorrow. Me too. Like I'm, the Ravens 3-1, but I just know they're not playing their best. And clearly the Steelers at 2-2 is not playing their best, so my buddy is down on them. But we came to the conclusion: a win is a win. No matter how you get it, you might not look great. Like I said, Ravens got lucky last week to me with Deshaun Watson not being able to play. And now we could have probably still won the game, but it definitely would have been a much more competitive game. I felt bad for the rookie quarterback. He got a long name. I could probably look up his name right now, but I'm not even going to do that. But you could tell it was last minute. You could tell he never played in the NFL before. The speed of the game, just the throws that he made, you just don't make in the NFL. And we took advantage of it. That's all. Our offense did look great. Cleveland defense has been great. I like how Mark Andrews got involved. Our running game was on point. Lamar looked accurate, so I'm hoping that carries over. He improved throughout the season. But the Steelers, you can never look past them. Every time they back against the wall, this is when this team come out at its best. That's why I think this is going to be a tough, hard-fought game. 4.5 to me is too big. I think that's also probably be a factor, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens. You know, and I'm being biased. I'm gonna go with the Ravens, but I'm no feel good about this game at all. The game is in Pittsburgh, so we got to get off to a good start. And now I'm speaking as a fan. We gotta get off to a good start, get ahead, get that crowd out the game, and I think we'll be fine. But it's not gonna be easy. So, but I think we'll win like a field goal game. Probably I say 2017, but it might be lower score than that. Probably be 17-14, or some weird score, 11-14, some crazy score like that. Knowing these two teams, so but I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm excited about it. Alright, Titans Colts. I thought about putting this game on my Big 5 list, but I didn't. Colts, like I said, playing above what you thought they would be. Jonathan Taylor back in the building. I don't know if he's going to play tomorrow or not. Titans, like I said, definitely have talent on both sides of the ball. I like what Mike Vrabel brings. I say that all the time. And I think that's going to be a difference in this game. I think it'll be a close, tight game again like they was in last week. The Colts and the Texans going to probably lose games, by one score or stuff like that. But it's growing pains. And I think the Colts take another lump. I think the Titans get it done. Saints and Patriots. This is a tough game for me to pick. But I'm gonna go with New England just because they're at home. That's all. Saints, like I said, even their car's a little banged up, and I don't know if that was why the offense ain't been clicking. Patriots, same thing. As far as the offense, not said Mac Jones is healthy, but I just think just like how I felt about the Bears, I think the Patriots been hearing all the negative stuff. I think they'll come up and play their best game. I think them being at home, I think it'll be enough to beat the Saints. This actually made my Big 5. Texans at Falcons. Both of these teams, got younger, made a lot of changes over the last few years. I'm going in the same direction, going up. But I think this game could be a toss, a tail. Whoever win this game possibly could be a playoff team. Even the Texans, maybe the Falcons more than the Texans because of the NFC. But C.J. Stroud has shown he belongs in this league, at least so far. He could break a record this week for passing yards in the first 5 games. Falcons, Ritter, he's young, he's still learning. But I like the kid Robinson. He's been as advertised. The Falcons defense has been flying around. Falcons at home. I'm gonna go just like the some of these games that's tight. I always go with the home teams. I think Atlanta squeeze out a tight one, but wouldn't be surprised if Houston wins this game. Panthers at Lions. I'm gonna go with the Lions here. Panthers, like I said, growing pains as well. Everybody's some people criticize Bryce Young. But I think he just needs better protection. I think he just needs a lot more around him. So I'm gonna go with Detroit to win this game. Giants at Dolphins. Like I said, Giants are just in a free fall right now. Dolphins coming off a humble loss to the Buffalo Bills. Now he said they're gonna put up 70, but I think the Dolphins are gonna put up at least 30 in this game. If the Giants still with no Saquon, I think that's gonna be hard again. So I'm gonna go with Miami to win this game. Bengals Cardinals. This is an interesting game. I'm gonna give Cincinnati the benefit of the doubt. They got Joe Burrow. They backs us up against the wall. They lose this game. It's pretty much, to me, that's the season for them. So I think they somehow get this game done. But I think the Cardinals, the Cardinals are playing hard all year. And I think they're going to give them a game. But I think Cincinnati pulls it out in a tight one, though. Eagles Rams. This made my top 5. Eagles, again, still 4-0. But they, you can see, they're not, especially with offense, they're not exactly on the same page yet. So we'll see if that comes this week. Rams, like I said, they flash, they they got talent there. Cooper Kupp supposed to be back this week with this rookie. I want to see how, now that's what I'm interested to see. Can Kupp and the rookie, can they really, we're going to see how talented this rookie is, because now, or now pick your poison. Who are they going to focus their most on? They're going to focus on Kupp, or they're going to focus on this rookie who's having an outstanding year, the rookie receiver for the Rams. So, and the Eagles, I don't know. Well, this game, this is a game they could just blow out the Rams, but see, like in division games and certain games, it's just, I don't know. So, but I think Philly, they just still the more talented team. I think they get it done, and I think they win this game. 4-point favorites, that's fair. So we'll see what happens. This game has lost a lot of luster now. No Aaron Rodgers, and the Broncos, both teams off to slow starts. 1-3 Jets at the Broncos. All the trash talking in the off season and all that. We'll see if it comes to fruition, but I'm gonna go with Denver, like I said, just because they're at home. If it was if the Jets was home, I probably would take the Jets, but I'm gonna go with Denver here. They have been playing better. They're just coming off a win. Zach Wilson played well. We'll see if he continues that against Denver, but I think Denver will find a way to get it done. Chiefs Vikings, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, but I think the Vikings might give them a game. I think this is another Justin Jefferson performance. Chiefs, though, defense have been playing a lot better, but I think the offense is going to show up again. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs to win the game. And our final Big 5 game of the week, and probably the biggest game this weekend for sure, the Dallas Cowboys at the San Francisco 49ers, Sunday Night Football. 4-0 Niners, to me, has been unstoppable on both sides of the ball. Just complete football. Been the best team, clearly, this season so far. Christopher McCaffrey, what is it now? 12 straight games with a touchdown, something to that nature. Dallas defense, opportunistic, forces turnovers. But I think this game, the offense is going to have to give them something. If they don't, this could be a domination by the Niners. And I'm gonna go with San Francisco to win this game. 3.5 favorite. Dallas, though, I think Dallas is going to give you your best. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think the Niners are just a better team, and I think they're going to show it again. And I think they somewhat have a psychological advantage, knocking the Cowboys out the last couple of times in the playoffs and all that stuff. But I think also they're going to play well because of all the noise they've been hearing, So, it should be a great game. I can't wait for it. A game I'm excited for. But I'm going to go with the Niners to win it. But I think, because I think when they won every game by at least 12? Let me see. Let me check that real quick. And everybody's saying, well, what Dak Prescott going to do. Okay, 19, 16, 7. Okay, they only beat the Rams by 7. But other than that game, there's been at least 16. So, yeah. So, but I think it's going to be like a 7-point max, maybe in that area. But I think they get it done and beat Dallas on Sunday night. And I think if Dallas loses again, I think they can recover and possibly face this team and maybe beat them. Of course you want to win the game, but you just want to see if you could do something, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Can you do something against this Niners team? Just go toe to toe with them. If they get annihilated, then that's going to be disappointing. They have to at least, at least compete and be within at least a score. If they get dominated, then of course you're not going to believe they're going to beat them again if they meet in the playoffs. All right, one game left. Monday Night Football, Packers at Raiders. Packers 2-2, Raiders 1-3. This is a tough game to pick as well. I don't know if Jimmy Garoppolo going to be ready. If he's not playing, then I definitely got the Packers. But if he plays, then Vegas will have a shot. But I'm not sure. He's not. Yeah, he's not on the injury report, so I guess he will be playing this week. I'm looking at the injury report right now. So, yeah, so this is going to be a tough game. Green Bay, though, Jordan Love has played well overall. Got a lot of garbage yards, but at the same time, you know, when you down, you know, you gotta put something together. But I think this is gonna be a back and forth game. But I think the Raiders did. Jacobs finally ran the ball a little bit well. I think he could be the X factor of this game. I'm gonna go with the Raiders because they're at home, like I said. But this game is so tight. I'm gonna just go with the Raiders. I think they make one more play and win a tight one at home. Alright, so that's it. That's the schedule for the week. All my picks is in. Let's look at college football. Is already almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so some big games might have started. So let's just look at the top 25 real quick. Then I give my outlook on today. What I got planned for the day for the channel. Games in progress right now. Ohio State, number 4 in the country, against the Maryland Terrapins. You know, I root for the Terrapins. I'm from Maryland. Maryland up 7-0 right now. Biggest game of the weekend probably Oklahoma, Texas. Texas, and they're tied at 7 in the first. Still early. Missouri over LSU right now, 15-7. That's a SEC game. 21 Missouri, 23 LSU. No other significant games in progress right now. Let's see. Florida State plays Virginia Tech today. They number 5. Alabama, Texas A&M, Alabama 11. 4-1 teams. A&M not ranked. North Carolina, Syracuse. North Carolina ranked 14th. Colorado against Arizona State. We'll see how that goes. Georgia, Kentucky. That's the game I was looking for. I think this could be Georgia's week to lose. Kentucky 5-0, 20th. Georgia been skating by. So that's a very interesting game. I think they could go down today. Michigan, Minnesota. Michigan number 2 in the country. Notre Dame, Louisville. That's a big game in the ACC. Even though Notre Dame is somewhat independent. Louisville undefeated. They finally ranked. Miami, Georgia Tech. Yeah, that's it, really, you know. Alright, so that's it with that. So throughout the day, y'all, I might gotta do some more things around the house today. So I'm waiting on that. So I plan on going live at 3 p.m. With Crash Team Rumble. It's 3 versus 3 weekend. So I'm gonna go live. 3 is my target time, but it might be later. So if it is, you know, I post something on my community wall. I've just got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Mission Shell Shock DLC. I put a video up yesterday. It's doing well. So I'm probably about to record another video of that right now. So stay tuned for that. I probably pick one of the newer characters to go through my run with. But it's been a lot of fun. You know, I ain't got that far, but it's been a lot of fun. So can't wait to do that. You might see some more Hades videos coming. Call of Duty season, Modern Warfare 3 is out right now. Well, it's a beta this week, but it's for the early, if you pre-order it. But like I said, financially, I'm not able to really buy anything new right now. So, unless something change in the near future. But I got some content coming. I got a lot of content coming. So just bear with me. Hanging there with me, and we'll get through it together. I appreciate you guys for the support. I really do. You guys really help me get through a lot of things. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you again for my birthday wishes from everybody. I heard from so many people. I heard from somebody I was shocked to hear from. I won't say shocked, but somebody from my past. So hopefully we'll see how that goes. But I love you guys, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'll be back Wednesday. We got Broncos Chiefs. That's interesting game this Thursday night. So we'll be back Wednesday to preview that game. We'll look back over week 5 of the NFL. like I said, more Crash Team Rumble, more Turtles now. We're about to do a lot of Turtles content, so stay tuned for that. I throw a Hades video in there just to mix it up. So stay tuned. So with that being said, y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I'm on the East Coast, a lot of bad weather supposed to be coming, so that's why I had to run and do some errands before it came. And then I might have to do some stuff around the house, so that's why I might be on later than 3. B, thank you for your birthday wish, buddy. I know you're always hungry, and I know I be trying to do earlier streams, but it's just, you know, especially today, I wanted to get up a little earlier, so I was going to do a stream. I was going to do it at 12. 12 is too early for me because I might got something, like I might start my stream and then I gotta stop and do something, so that's why I do them late, you know, in the evening at my time, because I know, alright, I know I don't have nothing else to do. I can just focus on my stream. So 3 o'clock is shaky, so we'll see how that goes. So that's my plan right now, but if it's later than that, I'd say something on the community wall, I'll let you guys know. And thank you guys again, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Appreciate it. I'm gonna put these 2 videos together. They're gonna come back to back, so we got a part 1 and a part 2 this week. This part is just all NFL. Appreciate you guys so much. I'm Troy West. Thank you for watching the South Sports Gaming channel. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Chiefs Broncos week 6 kicks it off. I'm Troy West. Thank you so much. Peace and love always.